One of my best friends in high school named Alex got a full scholarship playing basketball to college. And I am willing to guess that many of you think Alex is a guy. But Alex, she played women's basketball for North Carolina for 2 years. And I tell you that story to illustrate a very important part of societal gender cues and gender dominance, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And so before we talk more into gender, I'd like to go through a series of pictures, and I'd like you to tell me if you think the person or people on the screen are masculine or feminine. So let's begin with this one. Masculine or feminine? Masculine. Many of you probably got that right. Masculine or feminine? Again, it's masculine. Masculine or feminine? Feminine. Masculine or feminine? Feminine. And this one? Maybe feminine. What if we add that? Is it masculine or feminine? Well, the answer is masculine, at least in the Spanish language. One last one. Is this masculine or feminine? This is, again, masculine. And so you're probably wondering, well, why is it that even a group of mainly girls and one guy is masculine? You might even ask, is Spanish sexist? And this brings up a very interesting topic I'd like to discuss before we go into gender in the Spanish language, before we talk about grammar. And, well, it goes back to the principles and the stereotypes of Latino culture. For the last few hundred years, it has been a long-standing stereotype that many cultures and many cities and civilizations and societies in Latino America are exuding principles of machismo, which is exaggerated masculinity. What this means is men have more liberties and freedom than their wives. And you can imagine what this might mean for women who don't have a significant other, for example, single mothers who are working, and what that might mean for them in their jobs, and even in the political realm when they might go to vote. And so I can't answer the question whether or not Spanish is sexist, but I can say that there has been a long history of society that has influenced the Spanish language, so much so that even words such as handcuffs have grown to be named las esposas, which is the plural form of wives. So quite literally, handcuffs in Spanish is the wives. And I'll let you draw your own conclusions about that, but what I want to talk about today it has a lot to do with this idea of gender and gender dominance. And we're going to begin with the Spanish words for boy and girl. A boy in Spanish is chico, and it ends in an O. And the Spanish word for girl is chica. Same word, nearly identical, but it ends in an A. And you'll find this pattern a lot in Spanish. Now, what about a group of guys? How would we say boys? Well, the Spanish word for boy was chico. Similar to English, we're going to add an S, chicos. And a group of girls will similarly be chicas. And so this brings up the idea of masculine and feminine words. And as a principle, a lot of words that are feminine, or most words that end in an A, such as chica, are going to be feminine. And similarly, a lot of words that end in O are going to be masculine. Now, this is only scratching the surface of this topic. We're going to go further into this. If you continue and watch the video on articles, we'll discuss more about gender and how that is applied to more Spanish words. On my website, you'll find some practices on gender, and you'll also find the next video, which I recommend watching alongside this one right immediately after, as it is a short video as well, and together they form a larger lesson. So if you have any questions, just shoot me an email, and I'll see you in the next one.